my haul, which took place last night. I went to Marshall's and Ross. Well, first I started at Ross, then I headed down to Marshall's because they're, again, right down the kind of the little mall plaza from each other. So Ross, aka the crying baby store. That's what my mom calls it, because every time she's in there, and even when I'm in there, there's always a baby that's crying. Like, I don't know if little baby needs to be at home, taking a nap, eating something, chilling, or letting the baby play with a toy or buy a toy. Either way, but that's what that's our name for Ross. Anyway, they had so many good fragrances when I went in. I shouldn't say so many, but they had a lot, some surprises that I was excited to find. That when I've gone to Burlington Coat Factory, it looks like a scene from The Walking Dead in there. Like, there's like 2 lone fragrances on a rack, and they're all like obscure, where it's just like, I don't even think they showed them a Fragrantica if I went to check. So I was excited when I went into Ross and saw these items that, again, this is supposed to be a no-buy month, but I think it'll be one after. I think after this weekend. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see. So anyway, the first item that I picked up was this Escada Sorbetto Rosso. I'm using my front-facing camera until I can kind of figure out a better setup for a monitor. So this is probably showing in reverse unless I'm able to kind of change it around. But the notes on here, so I was looking also, again, because we're late spring, summer, you know, I put away my heavier winter fragrances. And honestly, I was a little sad to do that because I loved all those scents, but now I'm even more excited because I have a number of summer scents that I'm excited about. That I think that's always so important, just to be able to, you know, it kind of helps for me at least to be able to conserve what I have, where I'm not, you know, spraying them all up in one season, but I am making sure I'm using them, I'm giving them that equal attention. And it's kind of with the change in seasons, kind of similar to how you might change out your clothes or you might change out some decor in your home. I feel the same way about fragrances, of just those scents kind of resonate with that different time of the year. And so for this Escada Sorbetto Rosso, let me find the notes for you. Okay, so I'm looking at Fragrantica, and the color bottle is slightly different, so they might have had a kind of a design color change at some point. But the main accords of the Escada Sorbetto Rosso are aquatic, ozonic, fruity, sweet, and fresh, and it does fit all of those. So this is a fragrance that was launched 6 years ago, 2018. Top notes are pear, cologne, and tangerine. The middle notes are watermelon, watery notes, strawberry, apple, sea salt, tiare flower, hedione, and rose. And the base notes are praline, musk, and amber. So this was a limited summer edition that, again, with the top notes of, the juicy pear, citruses, watermelon, salt, aquatic notes, and the base being amber and pralines. This is a 3.3 ounce, aka 100 milliliter, and is the Eau de Toilette. So this is not I don't think this came in a parfum. I think also because it's a lighter concentration, so it's not as heavy as a parfum would be. And you may have to, again, probably reapply it. But when I sprayed it in the store, like I sprayed it in the box when I got home, and it does have a very fruity floral scent, and it smells like something you would honestly, again, I think this is this is very refreshing. It smells like something you'd want to drink, but it's very sweet, a little candy-like. So I was excited about it, and I paid, I think I wrote the tag off on this. I think I paid $14 for this. I'll go back and double check the receipt. Nope, correction. I paid $25 for this. So, but considering what it would have been and what I've seen, what it shows for online, for some of the additional pricing, at least what it shows on Fragrantica, it's probably still a pretty good deal, honestly. This is my first time seeing it, and it was actually on my wish list. And so once I saw it, it was kind of like, well, you know what? You know how it goes for Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. If you see it, get it, because if you go back to find it, it may not be there. All right, so next up on the list are 2 coordinating scents from 360 Coral, Perry Ellis for women. So again, this here was with the main fragrances, the main fragrance case. You know, they have them locked down in the plastic cases. And this was $20 for a, sorry, I've got my elderly millennial eyes, 50 milliliter, 1.7 fluid ounces for, you know, 20 bucks. This is a bottle that's in, you know, pretty basic, nothing too fancy, almost a little phallic. So it's 20 bucks. And then, I wasn't sure if I was going to get this at first until I went further back into like the, kind of the body care aisle, and they had the body mist spray that accompanied it, because this is an eau de parfum and this is a body spray. And so sometimes for certain places, like if you don't want to necessarily do a blind buy, you know, go back and check and see if they have the accompanying body mist, because that does at least give you a preview of, like, you know, if you like the body mist, chances are you're going to like the eau de parfum, or if they have the toilette as well. And so the notes for these 2, the main accords are fruity, fresh, sweet, white floral, musky, amber, floral, citrus, powdery, and green. So it's kind of like, you know, the best of both, all worlds combined. So this is a 2014 fragrance. So this is an older fragrance, but, you know, oldie but a smell goodie to me. The top notes are pear, peach, bergamot, apple, and pink pepper. Middle notes are jasmine, peony, and lily of the valley. Base notes are tonka bean, musk, cashmere, wood, and amber. Or cashmere, wood, and amber. And so this is one that I, again, I smelled the body mist. I liked it. And the body mist was $7.49. So for, you know, $28, under $30 to get the body mist and a fragrance, to me, that's not that bad. That's not a bad deal. I mean, so I have a spray some here on my scent strip, because I sprayed some also, you know, I sprayed that original fragrance, the Escada fragrance in the box to get a scent of that. I sprayed some in here last night, but I don't think it took as well. And I might have just sprayed the body spray. But it's a good, again, bright, juicy fragrance. You get the fruitiness. I'd have to test it on the dry down, but when I'm smelling it, it's just very, something where it's kind of reminds me of like a bright, sunny summer morning where it's not too hot, not too humid, you know, clear sky, you're going for a walk. It's got that, I think the ozonic quality that's in here. Nope, it does not have that actually. But for sure the fresh air scent really comes through. And I get a little bit of that pink pepper as well. So there's a little spice to it. And when I say a little spice, it's probably similar to like, if you're to say like, you know, Taco Bell sauce compared to, you know, legit salsa. It's that kind of spice. So it's nothing crazy, but there's something there. So yeah, so those are those 2. So I look forward to, I don't know what I would do for my scent combos for this. Honestly, because I've got the fragrance and the body mist, I think trying to find notes that I may already have in some of my other like Bath and Body Works products, or I would probably just layer, honestly do like an unscented body care routine. Probably find maybe a, you know, just using probably, yeah, nondescript body wash, like a Lume unscented deodorant, and then just a very kind of like my CeraVe body cream. I'd probably do that and then just let these do the work and see how it works out. So because sometimes you don't always have to have a complicated body care routine to get the fragrance to last. I think personally, if you've got the body mist and you've got a eau de parfum, you know, and you kind of see how many sprays your nose can tolerate. You know, if you're coughing, that might be enough. Or for some people, it may not be enough. You may keep going. But I think these 2, I just get the feeling that they could be carried on their own. Or if anything, you could probably bring a decant with you. Throw your body mist if you carry like a gigantic purse, or do a decant of that, and that probably gets you throughout the day. But you know, if I have anything significant to mention about these, I will. But otherwise, I mean, I would say, you know, the stock at each Ross may vary, but if those notes kind of sound great to you, you have an interest, I would say add them to your wish list. And if you have a Ross in your area, you know, go ahead and check them out. They had a pretty good, again, selection when I was in there. Okay, so next on my list that I purchased as part of my haul is the I got a couple of body mists. This one is Live Colorfully, and not Live Colorfully as I first read it. This one smells, I was able to, again, because I could kind of spray it in store, I did love how, again, this is another bright, colorful, floral one. I feel like it's more, it's probably equally floral and fruity, but it's not super strong. You know, it's not, this would probably qualifies as a fragrance mist, you know, truly a skin scent. And sometimes I do like the body mists to where I don't have to have a full coordinating body mist set, you know, kind of a la Bath and Body Works, where, you know, you've got the gel, you know, you've got the body cream, you've got the lotion, you've got the mist. I don't necessarily have to have that. This is something that I think if I just want to take a quick shower, go to bed, I don't necessarily need all of the, you know, the ceremony behind it, which I do love. But sometimes you're just tired, you want to go to bed, but you're going to go to bed smelling nice. This would probably be one of the fragrances I would wear. So the main accords for this one is, now I'm basing this on the Fragrantica's description of the actual fragrance, the Eau de Parfum, going off of that. So white floral, lactonic, sweet, coconut, vanilla, and floral. So again, very soft, very sweet, very feminine. But again, you've got the floral being kind of the main, you know, the leader of the pack for this scent. So this is another, you know, another older one, but again, I feel like a lot of the influencers that we see today, you know, of course, they're going to promote the new in fragrances because, you know, that's essentially kind of that's their job. And as much as I love to be able to see what's out there. I mean, honestly, again, if you're building an arsenal or your fragrance collection, you want a variety, but you don't want to break the bank. I mean, this was $10. It's a Kate Spade fragrance. So, you know, go for it. So again, so this fragrance was launched in 2013. Top notes are water lily, mandarin orange, and star anise. Middle notes are gardenia, tiare flower, and coconut. Base notes are Tahitian vanilla, musk, and amber. So again, this is very light. This is the mist. I did not see that they had the actual Eau de Parfum there. But if they had, I probably would have considered it. And, you know, it might be something I would add to my wish list. But I think this is something that for a hot summer night, you know, you're taking a shower, you're getting into bed with some cool, clean, crisp sheets. You got ceiling fan on. You got your regular fan on for some white noise. And this would seal the deal. So I like this one. Again, $10 at Ross. All right. And so then the last fragrance that I had for trip one to Ross, because I'll get into that later, is the Aeropostale Kiwi Melon Body Spray. They've got the tag over it, but it looks like the notes for this fragrance were cucumber, ripe melon for top notes. Mid notes, jasmine, coconut water, base, sandalwood, and tonka bean. So obviously I have a theme. There's a method to my madness, which is finding all the delicious, juicy, cool, refreshing summer scents. I essentially, during the winter, I like to smell like a snack, like a dessert. I gotta watch I have to watch my sugar intake. So if I can't eat as much sugar as I want, I'm gonna smell like delicious year round. But winter, smell like baked goods. That's just me. Chocolate. Summer, you know, I want to smell like candy. I want to smell like a refreshing drink, a cocktail. I mean, but you know, a little with some maturity to it, I suppose. But yeah, so this one, I just spray my scent strip here. So this is another one that, again, I could layer this with another couple other fragrances I have, which again, I do look forward to sharing some scent combos both on this channel and on my Instagram page. But this is just another light one. Just again, from where I'm from, where, you know, you're in the middle of the summer, and I could just see, honestly, kind of, I want to keep this in a little mini fridge that we have in our bedroom that, you know, hot summer day, you need to cool off. You just spritz yourself down with this, and you just, yeah, that I'm cooling down just thinking about it now because I'm kind of hot right now. But yeah, so this one was $6. So again, I like the idea that, you know, no matter where you live, if you don't necessarily live by a Bath and Body Works, if you don't live by a large department store, you know, if you just have the Walmarts, you have the Rosses, you might have a TJ Maxx or a Burlington. I mean, check those places out. You can always just kind of, honestly, if I'm in a store, I will do like a little spritz in the lid to get a sniff of it, or, you know, just test on your arm. I don't think you have to break the bank to have a great collection of fragrances. Sometimes the longevity may not be what you want, but sometimes it's like that even with the more expensive fragrances. So, you know, wear what you want, enjoy what you love, and, you know, just go from there. So that's why I was excited about this trip to Ross, because I was able to find like so many great fragrances for, you know, a reasonable amount of money, despite being in a no-buy. But hey, you know, every day is a new day to start over. All right, so next up for my haul, after I left the crying baby store, I made my way to Marshall's. And usually the Marshalls I go to, I like to go to all of them. We have a number of them in my area. And so it's like a fun little treasure hunt. My husband always tells me whenever I go, he's like, we don't need anything. We don't need anything. And so I try to adhere to that, but sometimes I don't always do. So he's probably watching this right now. So hi. But I did just stick to, I think I did. Yeah, pretty much just two things there, which I was proud of myself because I had self-control. But they also didn't have a ton of fragrances from when I've been in previously. And I haven't gone to any of the other ones that are in town yet. There's probably one other Marshall's location. And there is another TJ Maxx, so I want to get to that. Okay, so before I was really cut off because my phone's run out of memory. That's the magic of recording videos using your iPhone. I need to probably go ahead and start moving stuff over to the cloud. But I was going to say the TJ Maxx I wanted to go to was in a fancier part of town. So I know they probably have like a lot more of the different fragrances and body care things I want to go look for. So I may consider doing that tomorrow. We'll see. Again, it's supposed to be no by May, but I might just go look. Anyway, the Marshalls that I went to, that was by my house, I went and found two cool things. I have a couple other fragrances from this line. Again, using my front camera, so it's probably in reverse. It's the Good Scent Solar Floral. So it's a Eau de Parfum. I think this one is probably another 3.3. Yeah, 3.4 fluid ounces, 100 milliliters. The fragrance notes are sparkling citrus, sea salt, coconut water for the top notes. Mid notes are orange flower, yang yang, I can never pronounce that, and heliotrope. And the base notes are solar musks, beechwood, and warm amber. And it's weird. So I went to smell this in the store. Now, when I just smell it for the cap, but then when I also did a spray test on my skin. Now I did get the orange flower, and I got the floral notes for sure, and the sparkling citrus, and the coconut water. But it almost has the same, I don't think it's got the exact scent profile of the Sol de Janeiro, what is that, 60, no, maybe it's 71. I think it's 71. But it smells like that, because I was in the store, I was walking, I was trying to figure out, like, what does this smell like? What does it smell like? Corrected. So it was the Sol de Janeiro 62. Is what it smelled like. So I need to go and compare these compare the two fragrances side by side. But yeah, I feel like it might be, or else at least something to complement the Sol de Janeiro 62 and the remaining bit of the Boom Boom cream that I have. And then, so for the second item that I picked up at Marshall's was, I tried looking to see if these were online anywhere else. And for the quick search I did in the store, I couldn't really find, on my phone in the store, I couldn't really find anything, but it's these Hershey's S'mores. It's the body lotion, body butter, and cocoa sugar scrub. So yeah, there are the s'mores. So there's a cocoa sugar scrub, a marshmallow body butter, and a honey almond body lotion. Now, I have been looking for a marshmallow body butter to go with some of the more candy fragrances I have, because again, I just like the idea of smelling like a snack. But I couldn't find any other information about it online, if it was worth purchasing, but there's $10 for 3 of them. The scrub comes in a 10.6 ounce container, and the body butter and body lotion comes in a 7.5 ounce container. So I thought I'd, try these to see how they smell. And if it's something maybe for the fall, or, I don't have to use them all at the same time. I can, you can always break into, like, I probably maybe save the cocoa sugar scrub for, when it gets to be fall. But I am super curious about the marshmallow body butter. And so, because there was another one, again, as I try and put together different things I see online on a lot of, like, Facebook groups, on Instagram, on Reddit, and the Reddit groups, I put a wish list together, and there is a marshmallow body butter wish list, or that I saw for a brand that was on my wish list that I didn't want to have to spend any more money, especially doing blind buys for fragrances. Sometimes it's worth the risk, but other times it's like, I'm not that intrigued by it to want to take a chance. So, but this was, in the store, and it is sealed. So I probably won't open it now, but if I can find, and because it's got a 12 months date once you open it, which works to where, if I want to save it for fall, I can do that because it's still sealed. But so I probably won't open to do a sniff test on this right now, but hopefully, if they bring these back, if I'm able to find another source of where they're sold and can share it, and especially if I use it and like it, then I will be sure to report back. But it is good that they're sealed, so that way, they can keep that freshness, and I can, again, have my stockpile for fall and winter. Okay, so I mentioned before that I had to make another trip up to, another trip to Ross, and that was because I went to Ross and Marshall's Friday night, and then I had to run to Target to get some items. And while I was at Target, I picked up, among some other items, but some additional body care things that I have been on a caramel fragrance kick. Like, I just love the smell of it, again, adding to my gourmand obsession. And so these items came out in March. I want to say March, February, for Native, the Girl Scouts themed line. And so I took a sniff of the coconut caramel body wash, and it smells so good. It smells like you could, because it does smell like when I say the coconut caramel body wash, where I'm from, we call these Girl Scout cookies the Caramel Delights, and I think in other places they call them the Samoas. But this smells like you could just drizzle it over some pound cake, and it smells delicious. And so I also picked up the deodorant and body spray. Now, my main thing is I want to use this just as a body spray, because again, as we're getting into the warmer months, I do like some of the Native deodorants, but for me, they're more solely a winter scent. When I'm cold, I'm not hot all the time, I'm trying to stay warm, and I don't want to get caught out there in the middle of summer with Native and I smell musky and not the... All right, so, yeah, so I didn't want to get caught smelling musty, I guess, versus musky. So I purchased these, but then when I got home, I noticed like the native deodorant, it didn't sound like full compared to some of the other brands I get. So I ended up going back to Target today to see like, okay, did someone take this if they spray it? Because for as much as this costs, like I want a full bottle. Long story short, I went in, they all had that same amount in there. And so, I ended up not returning it. But when I was at Target, I ended up, or before I went to Target, I made another trip to Ross because when I was there last night, I realized that there was one fragrance I was looking at that was also of a caramel scent, or it's been kind of described as one, and they had it at Ross, but I forgot about it. So I went back up, well, today to pick it up, and it's the Fancy by Jessica Simpson. So this is the 1 ounce, 30 milliliter. So it's just a little baby bottle. And so the notes for this fragrance, or the main accord to start off with, are described as sweet, fruity, caramel, vanilla, powdery almond, white floral, fresh, amber, and lactonic. So I feel like this is one that you can still kind of get away with it for the summer, fall, year round. And I just figured if it's a small bottle, if I don't like it, I mean, I can probably use it pretty quickly. But this was launched in 2008, so it's been around for a while. And the top notes are apricot, pear, and red berries. Middle notes are caramel, almond, gardenia, and jasmine. Base notes are amber, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. So I'm going to do a quick spray of this. And this was $15. So again, you know, that's still, I think, not bad a price for it. Okay, so I pick up more floral. So for sure the apricot, pear, and red berry. So as it dries down, I don't know if the caramel and almond will come out more, but I definitely get the gardenia and jasmine. And I do get a bit of like a slight woodiness, maybe again, to help with the longevity for the dry down. So it's not bad. So I think this is something where, again, I purchased another caramel fragrance, Delal is the name of it. But again, I'll probably do some future layering combos with that. But I like it. I'm glad I got this size because I don't know if it's one that, you know, I'm in love with, but I feel like it's nice to have some options and a variety, kind of switch things up. So I don't know what I'll probably layer this with, but again, if all else fails, I have some scent-free stuff, or fragrance-free, or I can even probably just kind of go through my existing collection and see what I have. You know, for sure, some of the vanilla body scents, body care, lotions, body creams. I've got the EOS, I think. I want to say it's jasmine vanilla. I could be wrong on that one, because it's in my bathroom. But I'll try it, and then, yeah, just give it a chance. So, so that's the scent stick I used there. And then, so when I went to go back to get that, there's another fragrance that kind of caught my eye when I was in there. And I don't know if I noticed it last night or kind of, again, thought about it. It's like, I should probably go back. But it's the Coach Poppy. And this one is another little baby size. I took it out of the box already. And again, I don't mind the little tiny ones just because if I don't, again, love them, at least I just have a small enough size to use up. And I feel like they might have some longevity to them in terms of they won't just, you know, you spray them and then after an hour you can't smell them. I feel like the ones, these being out for a while, I think the longevity would be there, and even the sillage or the scent bubble that I would have. Because even looking at Fragrantica, it's got a moderate sillage and let's see here. Oh, yeah, moderate sillage and then moderate longevity. So that's probably not bad. I don't need it to be beast mode, honestly. Just because sometimes you just want a fragrance to get you through part of the day. And if you want to switch it on to something else, you can. midday or however you prefer. So I'll go over the notes for this one. The main accords first. So it's sweet, aquatic, floral, ozonic, powdery, citrus, vanilla, white floral, and green. It's got a lot going on. And so this fragrance was launched in 2010. And top notes are cucumber, mandarin orange, and freesia. Middle notes are sweet notes, water lily, rose, jasmine, and gardenia. Base notes are marshmallow, vanilla, sandalwood, and Virginia cedar. So again, you've got kind of the woody base notes. And then so with the marshmallow and vanilla, you know, that dry down, I think would probably still, you probably still have a bit of a base after a few hours, which you have to dry down, that perhaps I need to go back and check what as I spray my, my little perfume stick here. And it's getting late. It's taking me forever to try and record this video because my phone kept running out of memory. So I had to go back and delete some items and move some things over to the cloud. So trying to cut this short because it's already feeling like it's going to be a long one. But I was going to go and quickly check out. So it just has moderate longevity as well and moderate sillage also. And I think because it is a light scent, those top notes, top and middle notes, you know, you're only going to get, I know for top notes, I believe you might get like 15, 20 minutes. I'll have to find that scent pyramid to share. And then for your middle and bottom notes, your bottom notes are going to be the ones that last the longest. But, you know, so for what this would end up with, the vanilla and the woodiness, that's what would be left behind. So this one has a very clean scent to it. Despite it being a, you know, you'd think poppy, so it's going to be floral. But it is fresh. I don't know if I would layer this, but it does have the sweet and the aquatic and floral. But I like it. So again, this would be another nice summer fragrance. And honestly, I could probably use this up relatively quickly. I have not checked to see. So when I was at Ross and any other stores, I mean, I don't know. I've always seen Poppy on its own, but I've never seen Coach or even the other Coach fragrances, or the flankers, I guess, for the Coach and Coach Poppy line. I don't think they've ever seen any of the Bodycare. And again, that's okay because I have so many other fragrances and the body mists or the body creams that coordinate. And sometimes, like I said before, it's just nice to have a fragrance that can stand on its own. That again, whether, like I mentioned before with the body mist, if I'm going to, you know, bed, want to wear something, for this one is another one where it's like, I need to get ready. I need to get out of the house. I have somewhere to be, and I don't necessarily have the time to truly go through the nice and relaxing and kind of get you ready for the day type routine. But this is one where it's like, I got to get out the door, but I still want to smell pretty. I think this one will be, you know, a great option. And again, if it's something where I need to or may want to refresh throughout the day, it's small enough to bring with me. But this one, if I, you know, ran out of it, I don't know if I would probably go back and search for another bottle of it. But time will tell as I wear this, and we'll see. All right, well, so that was pretty much it for essentially my Marshalls, my Ross, Marshalls, Target, and back to Ross haul. So if you made it this far, thanks for sticking with me. And, you know, let me know in the comments. Have you checked out any of the Rosses in your area? Have you found any great deals? Seen anything you may want to add to your wish list? Let me know. And if you like my channel so far, if you like any of the videos or the shorts that you've seen, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button. Show the video some love. And I look forward to bringing you more content. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye.